Hello, hello, hello. So today I'll discuss about the MCQ, which from Environment, Ecology, and Population chapter. So the first question. So the first question. So the first question. You have to fill up the gap. Is a subject which studies the interactions among and between organisms and its physical environment. So you have to choose the correct answer from here. So the correct answer is ecology. Next question. Question number 2. How many biomes are distributed on Earth? So right answer will be the option A. Next question. Again fill up the gap. So is the most ecologically relevant environmental factor? So most ecologically relevant factor is here option A, temperature. Next question. The temperature decreases as we go from option A, plain to mountain tip, option B, mountain tip to plain, option C, equator to poles, option D, both A and C. The correct answer is option D. So the correct answer is option D. When you temperature will decrease when you go plain to mountain as well as from equator to pole. So the option D is the correct answer. So the next question. Mango is not able to grow in Brazil, Russia, Germany, Switzerland. So very easy question. Mango will not grow in Germany. So the next question. Question number 6. You have to fill the is a fish which breed in their whole life. So the correct answer will be answer B, specific salmon. Next question. What do you mean by homeostatistics? Homeostatics. So thermoregulator, osmoregulator, thermosalinity, both A and C. So osmoregulation and or thermo. So you have to choose the correct answer. So the correct answer will be option D, thermoregulator and osmoregulator should be, but this also it should be thermosalinity. So next question is the basic unit of ecological hierarchy. So here option A, gain, option B, species, option C, individuals, option D animal. So now you write the correct answer. I'll wait for a while. So the correct answer will be the individual. Then some individual form the species. So next question. Which of the following produced large number of small size offspring? So the answer will be D, both A and B. So oyster is invertebrate and produce large number of egg, as well as pelagic fish. Fish also is aquatic animals and it also produce large number of small offspring. Monarch butterfly is highly distasteful because it acquires chemical while feeding. Poisonous weed, poisonous leaves, poisonous flower. All of, and option D, all of the above. So the correct answer is poisonous weed. Next question, the biotic factor are all the living organism which influence other organism. Option B, factors of atmosphere which affect life. Chemical factors of soil which affect life. Physical factors of soil which affect life. So the biotic component is option B, the living organism which influence other organisms. So the correct answer is option A. So next question. Deserts, rainforest, tundra, etc. are examples of community. Option B, biosphere. Option C, ecosystem. Option D, population. So here the correct answer is option B, biosphere. Next question. A place who has very scanty rainfall, the dominant plants grown there may be. Option D, the A and C both may grow in this area. So next question, organisms that can tolerate a wide range of salt concentration are termed as euryhaline. So the correct answer is euryhaline. So stenohaline is a very small range. It can tolerate very small range of saline, and this is stenosaline. This is not correct. Eurysaline, this is not correct. So straight the correct answer is option C. The next question. 3 water bodies were tested for salinity of water. Water body equal to salt concentration. The 3 parts per thousands of salinity, Y 35 parts per thousands of salinity, Z 110 parts per thousands of salientists. Select the correct option regarding this. So here the correct answer will be option B. So the correct answer is option B, C. Next question, question number 60. It can be said that some animals in their evolutionary development prefer to be conformer than regulator. Which of the following can be best suited reason for it? Option A. Metabolic reaction of these organisms can occur at a very wide range of temperature. Maintaining homeostasis is an energetically expensive process. The enzymes of these organisms are functional at a high temperature. So the correct answer will be option B. Maintaining homeostasis is an energetically expensive process because the thermoregulators expenses spend more energy, metabolically more energy, spend their energy to maintain the homeostasis inside their body. And next question, question number 17. Organisms show migration in order to avoid unfavorable conditions of temperature, fluid availability, precipitation. So the correct answer will be option D. Correct? All of these three options are the reasons for the migration of an animal from one place to another. Next, which of the following is an important adaptation of animal to cold climate? Cold climate, thin layer of body fat, estivation, increased tendency to shiver, or reduce surface area to volume. So the correct answer is option D. Reduce surface area to volume ratio. Next question. Is an attribute to an organism morphological, physiological behavior to survive and reproduce in its habitat. So the correct answer will be the adaptation. So adaptation is very much required to survive and reproduce in a habitat. So the next question, 20. Which of the following statements is incorrect? So you have to choose the incorrect answer. So the osmoconformers are able to maintain osmotic concentration of their cells by either physiological, behavioral means. Most vertebrates except the birds and mammals are unable to thermoregulate. Success of mammals is mainly due to their ability to thermoregulate and live comfortably, whether they are in Antarctica or in Sahara Desert. Option D, none of these. So you have to choose from this question the incorrect one. So the incorrect is answer option will be option A. The osmoconformers are able to maintain osmotic concentration of their cells by either physiological, behavioral means. So the correct answer is option A. So if you guys, you can comment on the comment section which one you think that will be the answer. I think the correct answer is the incorrect one is statement is this one. Next question. Question number 21. A behavioral strategy of adaptation called echolocation is found in. So the correct answer is option A, B, bats. So next question. The study of a single individual or a population in relation to environment is called ecology or ecology, scene ecology, or environmental environtology. So the correct answer is what? Ecology. So next question is study of a group of individuals or a community in relation of environment is called scene ecology. So the correct answer is scene ecology. Next question. Zone of transition between two types of communities is called ecotone, ecology, or environmentology. So the correct answer is ecotone. So if one, this area is ecotone. So the correct answer is option A. Next question. Is a ecotone between marine and freshwater community? So here is 4 options are given. So the ecocline, estuary, ecotone, all of these. So marine, if it is beach and it is area, so the if it is sea and if it is beach, so the estuary will be the correct answer. So next question. The dash rule states that the mammals from colder climates generally have shorter air and limbs to minimize heat loss. So the answer is Allen's rule. So the Allen's rule states that the mammals from the colder region, the climates, they have tendency to have shorter appendages to minimize the loss of energy or heat from their body. So next question. Organism that can maintain a constant internal temperature are called homeothermic, poikilothermic, digothermic, heterothermic. So the correct answer is homeothermic. So next question. When organisms change their location to escape from harsh environment, it is called hibernation, vernalization, migration, and estivation. So the migration is the correct answer. So next question. Which of the following algae are found in deepest sea water? Red algae, yellow algae, green algae, or brown algae? So the correct answer will be the red algae. Red algae is found in the deeper sea. Next question. Which of the following is not a part of organism's physical environment? So in temperature, light, humidity, and other organisms. So the other organism is a biotic component of environment. So this is not the physical means temperature will be the physical, light will be the physical, precipitation will be the physical environment, lights, temperature, humidity, all other will be the. Next question, the key element the key element that determine the differences environmental condition of different habitats include temperature, light, soil, and option D, all of these. So the correct answer is option D. Next question, different biomes are formed due to annual variation in dash over the earth's surface. So the correct answer is option D. All of these are responsible for annual variation on the earth's surface. So the correct next question, characteristics of a terrestrial biome strongly influenced by climate, fauna, flora, all of these. So the correct answer is all of these. Next question, a freshwater organism cannot survive in a water body that have greater dash than its original habitat. So salt concentration will be the correct answer. C. Next question, mangoes do not and cannot grown in temperate region. The most important environmental factor responsible for it is temperature will be the correct answer. Next question, temperature is considered as the most ecologically relevant environmental factor because it affects effect of the organism. So physiology, geographical distribution, and morphology. So the correct answer will be all of these. So the correct answer is option D. Next question, Water holding capacity of the soil depends upon chemical composition of soil, particle size of soil, aggregation of the soil particles, all of these. So the correct answer is the whole the water holding capacity depends on particle size, particle aggregation, and the chemical composition of the soil. So that's why the correct answer is all of these. Next question. Many organisms use the diurnal and seasonal variation in light intensity and photoperiod to time their migration, foraging, reproductive activities, and all of these. So the correct answer is foraging also will be the correct answer, or so the all of these will be the also correct answer. So C or D or all of these. So next question. Seasonal variation on Earth occur due to its field axis, rotation around its own axis, if revolution around Sun, D both of C. So the rotation around its own axis or revolution around the Sun. So the correct answer is revolution around the Sun will be the correct answer. Archaebacteria that flourish in temperature above 100 have a special dash molecule that do not coagulate at a high temperature and remain functional. So the when so fat will be the correct answer. Next question. When we are in a hot room, we sweat profusely. It is a means of maintaining homeostasis, morphological, physiological, and behavioral. So the correct answer will be the physiological means of maintaining the. Next question. An animal that can survive at 10 degree and 40 degree centigrade both can be placed under the category of conformers, regulators, modifiers, and migrated animals. So the correct answer will be the B, because regulator do not change their internal physiology due to even after the environmental conditions fluctuate. So regulator will be the correct answer. Now next question. If the organism's body pattern resembles its environment, making it difficult to spot, it is called camouflage, mimicry, or warning coloration, warning coloration, or D both A and B. So the both A and B will be the correct answer. So the option D is correct answer. So the next question, lepidopterans. Lepidopterans kill insects of which region? Ocean, desert, forest, grassland. So the correct answer is grassland. Next question, which character is not present in xerophytes? Spongy parenchyma? No, this is not present in xerophyta. Well developed conducting tissue, well developed mechanical tissue, thick cuticle. So the correct answer is option A. Well developed conducting tissue they have, xerophytes have. Well developed mechanical tissue also they have, and thick cuticle they have. So the spongy parenchymal is hydrophytes. Hydrophytes characteristics. So the next question is, the factor related to structure of earth surface is edaphic, topographical, temperature. So the correct answer is topographical. The next question, benthic animals live in floating, deep in sea, submerged, active summer. So the benthic deep in sea is the correct answer. The next question, characteristics of hydrophyte is well developed root, no. Poorly developed root, stem with sclerenchyma, well developed xylem. So the correct answer will be the option B, poor developed. Next question, the amount of water a soil can hold against pull of gravity is called gravitational water, hygroscopic water, storage water, or field capacity. So the correct answer is option D, field capacity will be the correct answer. So root cap is absent in hydrophytes, homophytes, xerophytes, or halophytes. So the correct answer is option A. Next question, clay particles are electrically neutral, negatively charged, without any charge, positively charged. So the correct answer is negatively charged. The next question, sunken stomata occur in of xanophytes, mesophytes, hydrophytes, and xerophytes. So sunken stomata will be present in xerophytes because xerophytes do not want to lose water from their tissue. That's why they got the morphological characteristics which causes the stomata in sunken condition. So if it is a stomata, so it prevents water from here. So the correct answer is xerophytes. Next question, column. Match the column size with the water particle. So the correct answer is, so you have to choose the correct answer. So the correct answer is C, option C will be the correct answer. So the next question, which one developed characteristics of xerophytes? Halophytes, cyophyte, heliophytes, or hydrophytes? So the halophytes. So halophytes develop the characteristics like xerophytes because in the salted area there is also scarcity of water. So that's why, like xerophytes, they also developed morphology as well as physiology like xerophytes. So the correct answer will be the option A. Next question: organisms tolerate and thrive in a wide range of temperatures. So the correct answer is option C or option B. So euryhaline, eurythermal. So the correct answer will be the option eurythermal. Option D will be the correct answer. Wide range mean eurythermal. Next question: which of the following organisms breed once in life? So birds and oyster, birds and reptiles, Pacific salmon and bamboo, Pacific salmon or pelagic fish. So the correct answer is option B. So next question: at least plants require one of the following for their survival. So herbivore cattle, insects to feed upon, decomposers, birds to live upon. So the correct answer is option at least plants require one of the following for their survival. So insects to feed upon, herbivore cattle, decomposers will be the correct answer. Next question: few interactions are given following. How many them are not examples of mutualism? So fungus and roots of higher plants and mycorrhiza. So clownfish and sea anemone, cuckoo and crow, orchids and bumblebees, and cascuta and hedge plants. So the correct answer will be option C. Next question: generally, which of the following is least affected by competition than others? Plant, herbivores, carnivores, all are equally affected. So the correct answer is all are equally affected. Next question: in an experimental study on competitive release, distribution of a species is restricted to a small geographical area because of presence of species B. When species B is eliminated, distribution of A is found to be increased. Which statement is correct? So the four statements are given. Species A is the dominant species of species B is a dominant species. Both species are dominant. None of these species is dominant. So the correct answer is option B. What is the magnitude of a salinity in inland water? So option B, less than 5 ppm. So next question: which of the following statements supports the Darwinian view of struggle of the existence and survival of fittest. Interspecific competition is a potent source of evolution. Totally unrelated species might also compete. Not always. The resources limiting in case of competition. So none of the above. So the correct answer will be option A. Type of fauna largely depends upon type of vegetation, type of photoperiod, relative humidity, soil. So the correct answer is option A. Which of the following, which would which weed produce highly toxic cardiac glycosides? So the correct answer is option B. Calotropis. So next question, biome distribution is shown in with the respect to annual temperature and precipitation. Correctly identify the biome. So the next, so the the option C will be the correct answer. Next question, plant plants growing again disturbing plants growing near source stick like thick because light available